What if Lancer was actually the bad guy? Basically, what I'm talking about is if Lancer was actually evil. Let's say Lancer got trained by King, his dad, to be evil and strategic. First, when the Fun Gang meet Lancer, he would be attacking them more evilly. I don't know. He would do more damage, I mean, and have more defense. I figured out Lancer is much stronger than we think in the How Strong is Lancer video, so go watch that if you want to. Since Lancer's the first enemy you fight, he would be really hard to defeat. After being defeated, his bike would explode like normal. Then the Fun Gang would progress. Do you know those signs that Lancer makes? They would probably have different messages like come to the bake sale for free cookies. It would be like a trap though. It really depends if the player falls for it or not. Susie would probably stay with the Fun Gang and stay away from Lancer all the time. Also, when Lancer sends in those enemies to thrash you, he would choose much more stronger enemies and make a better combo. For example, in the actual game, he only chooses 3 enemies and they're all support, but he would probably choose 1 Head Taffy and 2 Rudin Rangers. I think that's a good combo. When the Fun Gang is naming their group, I think... Oh god, voice crack. When the Fun Gang is naming their group, I think it would be a trap or they would get stuck. Because, do you know when they're naming their group and you can choose from Lancer, Rousey, or Susie's thingamajiggy? Like, I don't know. I feel like Lancer would set up a trap there and you would just get like, it would be like a pit or like you would get crushed by something. Then Lancer would send in multiple K rounds. He already sent in K rounds in that bit as well, but I imagine he would try trap you and then send them in. I think it would be a really cool and unique fight if they had to knock off their crowns while being stuck in a trap. Eventually the Fun Gang would get out and beat K round. Beat the K rounds. I'm not sure if Lancer or Susie came up with the thrash machine, but I think it would be cool if that was Lancer's secret weapon to use in the end, like the Giga Queen mech. Let's just say the Fun Gang made it to Card Castle. Lancer would lock them up and have lots of guards around them, because he's strategic now. When Susie gets out, she would have to get through lots of Rudin Rangers and Head Taffies to get Chris and Rousey. Then Susie would be extremely low on health. Then Susie would have to fight Lancer. I doubt Susie would beat him considering Lancer isn't holding back and Susie's really weak after fighting all those enemies. So, Lancer would probably kill Susie. I imagine Chris and Rousey would break out eventually, but then they would have to fight Lancer's secret weapon. The thrash machine! Like, it would be like a giant cool mech. Like, it would be awesome. I don't know. Now it won't just explode, it would be a peak fight. But there's one big thing. In the Giga Queen fight, the Fun Gang had a mech. But they don't have a mech now. I think they would barely survive. Lancer's thrash machine would blow up with him inside it. Lancer would probably be on the floor. One shot. They would try to kill Lancer. Then King would tank it. He would probably save Lancer and like tank the hit. Lancer would run away, so then they would have to fight King. There's a tiny chance they would survive, but even if they got through, Lancer would do something like release Jebel as a final result. Then they would die by Jebel. So if Lancer was evil, they would have to fight a giant thrash machine mech, King, Jebel, and all the guards. So all the Fun Gang would die probably. And I imagine Card Castle would be blown up by this thrash machine being destroyed. So the prophecy couldn't happen and the whole earth would crumble because of the warring. I actually really enjoyed making this video. It's really fun to make. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye.